Watch this to the end if your rent eats your paycheck and you are tired of carrying life alone. Part 1. The structure problem. We keep arguing about wages, taxes, or lazy people. That is noise. The core problem is structure. A century ago, most households pooled life under one roof. Costs, childcare, food, elder care, and labor were shared. After the World Wars, culture shifted toward total independence. We split one family into 3 or 4 addresses. One set of bills turned into many. 2 rents. 2 utilities. 2 cars. 2 fridges. 2 childcare plans. The math broke because the unit broke. Work hard if you want, but structure beats hustle. Solo living concentrates risk and multiplies fixed costs. Multigenerational living spreads risk and buys time to upskill. Utilities barely move with 1 or 2 more people. Groceries scale. What used to be a family budget is now a set of solo budgets grinding people down. Part 2. How we got here. Independence is good. Isolation is expensive. The modern script says a successful adult must live alone, pay alone, and figure it out alone. That script is recent, not sacred. In practice, shared life with standards beats solo life with stress. If 3 adults split one roof, each person's cost drops fast. The leftover cash becomes margin for debt payoff, savings, or a transition into better work. If family is not an option, you can build a chosen family household with clear agreements and non-negotiables. The point is to stop paying the isolation tax. Part 3. The isolation tax. List every recurring bill you shoulder alone. Rent, electric, water, gas, internet, phone, insurance, car payment, fuel, parking, childcare, groceries, streaming, software, subscriptions, gym. Add it up. That total is the price of doing life solo. Now imagine the same life under one larger roof with 2 or 3 adults. Rent divided. Utilities mostly flat. 1 internet plan instead of 3. Shared groceries. 1 extra car instead of 3. The gap between those 2 totals is real money you can redirect into debt, savings, and skill building. This is not nostalgia. It is math. Part 4. The household model. 3 adults. 1 roof. Target rent at no more than 30% of combined take-home. Hold a weekly household meeting for 20 minutes. Cover chores, supplies, bills due, and any friction. Use a shared calendar for trash day, deep clean cycles, and childcare coverage. Create a household fund for shared items. Everyone contributes a fixed amount each week. Batch cook. Swap tasks based on schedules. Set quiet hours. Write the rules. Treat the home like a small company with a mission. Reduce fixed costs, protect peace, and buy time. Part 5. Objections and simple solutions. Privacy. Cleanliness. Different schedules. Kids. Guests. Handle them up front. Bedrooms are private. Bathrooms can have posted schedules. Quiet hours are non-negotiable. Cleaning standards are written with a checklist and a rotating owner. Guests follow house rules or they do not visit. Kids have priority for safety and sleep. If that means fewer adult gatherings, accept it. You are building stability, not a party house. Part 6. Building a chosen family home. If family is not an option, values first. Reliability beats personality. You want people who pay on time, show up, and can handle a tough conversation. Run a simple interview. Ask about work schedule, sleep schedule, noise tolerance, cleaning standards, guest habits, and conflict style. If someone cannot answer clearly, pass. Put agreements in writing and sign them. This is not about being uptight. It is about preventing resentment and protecting the mission. Part 7. Money flow and leverage. Use the savings with intent. First, kill high interest debt above 10%. Second, build an emergency fund that covers 3 months of your individual share of expenses. Third, use margin to buy time for better income. That could be a certification, a course, a side business, or a serious job search. When money is tight, you cling to a mediocre paycheck. When margin grows, you can pursue higher leverage work. Part 8. A 90-day plan. Week 1. Audit. Write down every bill. Total your solo cost of living. Price 3 shared options in your city. Compare a 1-bedroom solo to a 3-bedroom with roommates, a duplex with family, or a small house with a finished basement. Week 2. Alignment. If you have family nearby, float the idea. If not, reach out to 2 reliable friends and 1 coworker you trust. Share the math and the rules. Week 3. Standards. Draft your household rules. Quiet hours, cleaning schedule, shared fund amount, guest policy, childcare considerations, conflict process, move-out notice. Keep it 1 page. Week 4. Commit. Pick the place. Put names on the lease the right way. Decide who holds utilities. Open a joint expenses account for the household fund. Automate weekly deposits. Weeks 5 to 8. Stabilize. Run the weekly 20-minute meeting. Track savings in a simple sheet. Use 1 group chat for logistics only. Keep the house clean. Fix small problems that week. Weeks 9 to 12. Leverage. Apply the savings. Kill a debt. Build the emergency fund. Invest time in a skill that improves pay within 6 to 12 months. If someone is stuck, the household can swap chores to free 2 hours a week for study. Part 9. With kids, the upside grows. A multigenerational or multi-adult home can create a real childcare rotation. 2 hours blocked for 1 adult to handle homework. 2 hours for another adult to manage bedtime. Grandparents or trusted older relatives can run school pickups twice a week. This is how families used to operate by default. It still works. Part 10. Conflict without drama. Set a 48-hour rule. When a problem shows up, talk face to face within 2 days. No public shaming and no passive-aggressive notes. State the issue, the impact, and the fix. Agree on the next action. Move on. Adults who avoid hard conversations create hard lives. Adults who have short, honest conversations create smooth households. Part 11. Edge cases. You can handle different incomes. Split base rent evenly and adjust utilities and groceries with a fairness factor, or split everything by income percentage. Pick a formula and stick to it. Job loss. If someone is honest and shows proof of a job search, the household can float them for a short window. Set a limit. Repairs. Keep a small reserve in the household fund for shared emergencies. Relationships. Define guest policies and boundaries. When emotions run hot, use the household meeting to stabilize the home first. Part 12. Standards for adults. Show up clean, on time, and predictable. Pay on time. Do your chores without reminders. Communicate when you will be late. Respect quiet hours. Clean your dishes. Keep shared spaces neutral and usable. If you create friction, you pay the isolation tax again because no one wants to live with you. Be the kind of adult others want in their home. Part 13. The macro view and the challenge. We turned 1 family into 4 apartments and wondered why bills crush people. We built a culture that worships total autonomy and then complained about exhaustion. Policy might take years. Household structure can change this month. In a high-cost city, a 3 or 4 adult home is the line between constant emergency and steady ground. In a mid-cost town, shared living becomes an acceleration plan. In a low-cost area, it is how you build a cushion and a runway to own assets. There is dignity in interdependence. You are not failing because you do not pay for everything alone. You are choosing a design that works. The point is not to live cramped forever. The point is to buy time. With time you fix income. With income you fix choices. With choices you regain privacy on your terms. Conclusion. Write your solo monthly total. Build 3 shared budgets with 2 or 3 adults. Rent, utilities, internet, groceries, childcare, transportation. Add them up. Subtract from your current solo number. Name that difference the isolation tax. Then end it. Comment your current setup and city or region. Solo, roommates, nuclear family, or multigenerational. Subscribe for straight talk that respects the math. Share this with 1 person who should not be carrying life alone. On the facts, yes, the World Wars and the post-World War II era line up with your claim about the shift away from extended family living. Multigenerational households fell by more than half from 1940 to 1980, about 25% to 12%, Pew Research Center. Average people per household dropped across those decades. Census.gov. Post-war policy and markets pushed standalone homes. GI Bill-backed VA and FHA mortgages, plus developments like Levittown, expanded suburban homeownership for separate nuclear families. Lumen learning women's labor force participation rose strongly after World War II, changing how families divided income and care. Bureau of Labor Statistics at the same time, living alone rose sharply, especially among renters, which concentrates costs on individuals. Census.gov Since 1980 there's been a partial rebound in multigenerational living, but not back to 1940 levels. Pew Research Center. So the through line holds: after the World Wars, the US moved from pooled extended households toward smaller, more independent ones. That structural shift put more bills on single households, which supports your point about financial pressure. We hope you enjoyed and will comment on what you'd like to explore next.